If you're a healthcare professional in today's modern world, you know what it's like to burn out. And not burn out from the things you have to do inside of your actual job, but simply document the things that go on in your job. Documentation inside the healthcare industries are extremely difficult to deal with because of all the manual work you have to go through, the fact that you have to deal with a clunky EMR system, and not only deal with it, but also input data in a very manual format. It's so frustrating because you really want to stay up to date with all of the different documentation and avoid falling behind on your notes. Lucky for you, there is a solution out there that can absolutely change your experience with notes. Introducing SoapNote AI. While documentation is usually time consuming and often completed by the healthcare professional in their own personal time after they've seen the patient or client, this product can impact patient care as well as personal well-being of healthcare professionals. If healthcare providers are not using our product, they're spending unnecessary hours on documentation in 2024 and well into the future. SoapNote AI is a HIPAA-compliant AI assistant that can not just take notes for you in minutes, it can also save you more than 1 to 2 hours a day. SoapNote AI is essentially your AI medial scribe or dictation tool. And it can turn your shorthand into structured and comprehensive SOAP notes with ICD-10 code recommendations. There's no install required, so you don't have to install any software on your computer, and it works on laptop, phones, and tablets. That is the simplest process you've ever seen, from copying these notes that it's going to be taking into an EHR or download notes on the computer. We hope that by watching this video, you're going to learn a lot about the software and attempt to make it your own by utilizing all the different features and save you from the dreaded burnout that can really come from being a healthcare professional. Starting off simply with pricing, I do want to call out the fact that we are a product that is much different than you'd anticipate in this space. You can try out the product for free and there's no credit card required. Our product has flexible plans for different audiences. As you can see, there's a $49 per month option with a limited time intro offer at the time of recording at $49 per month. There's a $79 per month plan as well, where you receive different levels of unlimited notes, some being audio notes and the other being the ability to have text and shorthand notes supported as well. And unlike other products, we also have a pay-as-you-go plan, so you can actually purchase different credits as you go along, so you don't have to subscribe to a monthly plan. And you can kind of go with the amount of notes you need. So let's dive into the product and talk about some of the great parts of it that can make your days, nights, weeks, every single part of your life better as a healthcare professional. So as we talked about earlier in this video, this is a very great product for time saving for you because we don't want you to fall behind on notes. And we really hope that this helps you avoid burnout. So as you can see here on the page, there are 3 different symbols, and that's because there's the ability to write shorthand notes, there is audio dictation, and there is a AI scribe functionality. When I click on this, you'll see that I can either start a new dictation, start a new recording session, which would actually record the audio, whereas dictation is just simply taking the notes that it's hearing by hearing the audio and then having it write it out. And then you can actually do manual text notes as well, if you'd like. I personally think the medical scribe is amazing here because it can take the notes. As you can see here, it actually is showcasing the audio volume, so you know whether the audio is going through, and I can pause it, discard it, and then generate the note at any time. And as you can see here with the text SOAP note, I also have the ability to write down the patient name like John Smith. And then you'll see here that it has the ability to write shorthand. And then after the shorthand is written, you can start the note and generate the subjective. So as you can tell, based off previously, you can only dictate or use AI scribe or use the text note in its specific circumstance. It's not going to dictate and use the AI scribe at the same time. I personally like the AI scribe and the shorthand. I think those are the best ways in order to get those well-structured notes out so you can type things out that matter to you. As you can see, this subjective is being created based off what you wrote, and that's amazing. You can see it actually created in real time. You can either shorten the subjective, clear the subjective, and then once you finish this, you can then press generate objective, and it will go through the entire process of taking it from subjective to objective and following the entire process of then assessment and plan. So when we look at the product overall, you'll notice that there are some notes that were taken by the transcription from the AI, and you'll see that it is categorized into SOAP, which is subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. And as you can see here, It's really difficult to manually go through and categorize these different sections. However, what we have here is we have a really well put together SOAP note simply through transcription. This is obviously test data, but as you can see here, there's an 8-year-old male who was previously evaluated and found to have difficulties with the articulation of specific phonemes, and the patient's parents report that he continues to struggle with speech, particularly when trying to pronounce certain sounds. While this is definitely subjective stuff, you'll see more objective stuff here, like how here it says that the patient has a good appetite and his diet is age appropriate. Then you find the assessment, which showcases the interpretation of findings, and then the plan to go forward with it. As you can see specifically here, there is a plan that showcases that the recommended billable ICD-10 code would be F80.0 for phonological disorder. This code is used for articulation disorders that are not due to neurological disorder or hearing impairment. This is amazing to those of us who understand how difficult it is to take these notes and even know what the recommended billable code would be for the plan following this. If you are someone in the healthcare field and you want to save serious amounts of time, you have to try this out. Imagine how much time it would have taken for you to write these out and then format it in this way and even figure out what the ICD-10 code is if you didn't have it off the top of your head. All very impressive stuff. Now, while this does give you the ability to have these things written out through AI, and you can copy them from this section here. As you can see, it's copied and I can paste it out to anywhere, whether it be into the systems I need to, or just to another page. There also is the ability to write out anything else or other notes here, and that would simply add it to it. And then at any point, I can also press download, so I can download it as a text file to transfer somewhere else. And if I don't want that data anymore, I can simply press delete. Now, these will auto-delete within 30 days, obviously for compliance reasons. As you can see, access notes up to 30 days, which is listed on all of our plans. Another small note is if you do want to actually take notes yourself, you can not only have it dictate naturally, but you can write shorthand and it will actually convert it into this writing style as well, so that you don't have to type out or write out everything by hand. Shorthand is great for a lot of people, and this will be able to interpret that and take it to where you'd like it to be in a more fleshed out manner. And here's the thing about SoapNote. It's notes that are customized for your profession. SoapNote AI allows users to generate notes for a multitude of disciplines: primary care, mental health, physical rehab, vet, dental, the pharmacy. And this is what makes it useful for different medical offices that provide multiple services, just like the ones I listed out. It is useful for professionals and with multiple specialties. There really isn't a platform which supports a wide range of specialties like this. Mostly, some of them are focused on one domain, like primary care or mental health or rehab. But here at SoapNote, we support the most amount of specialties and support all three ways of doing notes: typing, dictating, and scribing. And as you can see, we're definitely augmented by AI. SoapNote has implemented the best industry standards for transmitting and storing the data that is HIPAA compliant within our system. SoapNote AI has signed business associate agreements with all its vendors to be compliant. It offers its customers a BAA to be compliant. Something big about our platform is that we'll stop you from using ChatGPT, and I hope you know that that is not HIPAA compliant, and we'll use your data to train its algorithm, where what we do will not. We're not here to use your data. We're here to help you save time and do more for your patients. Just imagine you are at work and you open up your work iPad, you go to the website, simply AI Scribe the conversation you have, and it's such an easier experience than anything you'll ever have to deal with. Traditional EHRs are usually so complicated, and there's no need for a steep learning curve here to do anything with the documentation in the system. It's as simple as press a button, scribe it out, or take your own notes and have the AI help you take better notes. I hope you learned a lot about SoapNote AI. We really appreciate the time that you've taken to learn about our product, and we're excited to show you so much more about what it can do. With that being said, make sure to try out SoapNote AI by checking the link down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.